Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
How are you?
How funny running into you
Yeah,
here.
you know, we're in China.
Yes, that's right. And you're running things here at the expo. Very impressive operation you have here. And we are going to reflect a little bit on our experiences with Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest.
But before we get on to Cuckoo's Nest, I'd like to ask, first of all, Sofia, what brings you to Expo 2010, Shanghai, China?
Well, I was looking for new experiences, and last year I moved to Beijing. And after that, in March, I had an interview for this job. And now I'm the cultural manager of the Peru Pavilion in Expo Shanghai.
And Doug, what brings you to Shanghai?
Also known as Mr. Hundley, for those of you who had me as a teacher. But what brought me to Shanghai? Well, I am a teacher and manager of the Performing Arts Center at Shanghai American School. It's a very hectic job, but very fun and exciting, and I get to run into past students.
And talking about past students, Sofia, can you tell me when was the first time you met Mr. Hundley?
Mr. Hundley, I think you were working already before I started high school, maybe.
Perhaps.
You were already the high school drama teacher
Yes.
that I looked forward to take classes. Because I had freshman drama, sophomore I had drama as well, and then you taught me IB English and IB drama.
Yes.
Now,
So we had quite a run.
Yes, and people don't know, I sought Sofia out as a student, that she was excellent actor and student, and thought, I have to have this person in my English class and drama class.
Now, Now, Sofia, can you tell me some of the names that you remember from your classes, perhaps your drama class?
Well, definitely Adrian.
Yes.
Of course. I remember there's this skit that we did that Adrian was the macho guy and Alexandra was his partner, and Angie, Daniela, and I were the backup singers. We did I Will Survive.
Yes.
They wanted to kill me because we were supposed to wear black pants and I wore like a striped black pants. So I was like the dancer who was off. It was fun.
I do remember that, yes. That was such a challenge working with the whole group of them. But,
And Mr. Hundley, do you remember a character that stands out from that time?
we had a few. We had Adrian, we had Javier, Renzo. I remember Renzo, he would act in such a way where I didn't know if he was joking or serious, and it was very frustrating where he knew exactly what he was getting under my skin, but yet he did it in with a smile on his face. And
I think we have somebody who wants to be
Yes.
on camera.
okay, ask us about the
Now, casting our minds back to Cuckoo's Nest, what made you want to stage that performance?
Well, I took one look at my students, the group of students I had, and I thought they do look like they belong in a mental institution. So I thought this would be a very appropriate play.
And Sofia, what made you want to be in this play?
We had also studied the book for English, so I remember that it was just the whole, what the story was about and what it represented, like putting it on stage was a big deal. And I commend now the cast of 2010 to do a good job. I was an orderly in the play, which was a secondary role, but I really enjoyed not only the acting but all the backstage. I think a lot of what FDR drama taught me about theater in general, it's stuff that I still sometimes use in work and stuff. So
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was true. We read the book, so I thought everybody knows the story. so we can go ahead and pursue taking it to the next level and staging it. And what I liked about it was that every part, big and small, in the play was very important, and what it meant with the patients and the hospital workers and the nurse, and I thought the chemistry was right. All the students, what I remember, really got along so well. So it's fun when you do a play with your friends, not just your classmates, and that kind of closeness came across in the production on stage.
Yeah.
Was there ever a difficult moment? Do you ever remember moments when there were difficulties or moments of happiness during the rehearsal or during the performance?
Well, I'll tell you, there was one story. I don't know if people know the whole detail, but we were rehearsing in the morning, and 9/11 had just happened, and we were in center stage, and I got a knock at the door of center stage because we lock ourselves in so no one interrupts us. And I got a knock, and they said, there was a plane crash in New York City, and they're showing it. They hit a building, and they're showing it in the library right now. And I had to decide, do I stop rehearsing so the whole cast can go and watch it? And I decided that I kind of kept it very, by the way, there was an accident, but we need to keep rehearsing, and you can catch up after the rehearsal. I had no idea it would become the event that's changed our lives. I just thought it was, a small accident.
Yeah.
But that was one thing I remember.
I remember, I think it happened during passing period because we arrived to the center stage and you told us.
Yeah.
And we stayed. And Rachel had conspiracy theories. I remember that.
Yes.
Because, Colin Powell was his name. He was in Peru at the time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for an OAS meeting. But I don't know. I remember that. Definitely remember that happening during our rehearsals. And then, we had gotten you flowers, and I think my dad was bringing them. And I think this was premiere night, and me calling my parents. I don't even think I had a cell phone back then. Yeah, I didn't have a cell phone in high school.
You had to hold it like this.
Just getting the props together, just the camaraderie that formed from the play.
So any last words you'd like to say to Adrienne and the cast and to audience members, even perhaps?
Anything that you might...
Well, I think it's great that FDR has taken all these large steps in developing the drama department. The performance arts are something that I have grown to treasure a lot in my life, and I think that a good foundation for that was what we did in school, and it's just so great to know that it's going to be even better. I want to congratulate Adrienne for all your hard work, and the cast members as well. I hope you enjoy this play, that you learn the meaning that it has, the time that it represents. And after FDR, you're lucky to be there. You're gonna have very good fortune in your life. I know it sounds cheesy, but I feel like I've learned a lot from what school gave me. And for the audience, I hope you enjoyed the show. So everybody, break a leg.
Just want to say, Adrian, fantastic person for the job teaching drama at FDR. His students, you have no idea how much of a clown he was as a student. He used to drive me crazy. He couldn't stop talking. I remember that. But I'm sure he's turned into a wonderful teacher, and you guys are at FDR at a very exciting time with the Performing Arts Center, and I think there's great things to come, and you guys are the future. And don't blow this, whatever you do. The whole world expo is watching. They'll have a big screen where we'll be watching your production of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest on the Peruvian Pavilion screen. Can you work that out?
Yeah, of course. I'll work
So
it out.
we're going to work that out where you will be shown, displayed all across Shanghai.
So from Shanghai.
From Shanghai.
From Shanghai, over and out.
再见.
再见.